and welcome back to Characteristics of Kingdom Members, the Antitheses. Today, we're going to talk about Jesus' teaching about divorce. Perhaps we could take that a little further and say his teaching is about covenant. In Matthew chapter 5, verse 31, it reads, "Furthermore, it has been said, whoever divorces his wife, let him give her a certificate of divorce. But I say to you that whoever divorces his wife for any reason except sexual immorality causes her to commit adultery, and whoever marries a woman who is divorced commits adultery." Well, while the language there may seem a little one-sided, that was probably a cultural thing. We need to understand that regardless of who files for divorce, who asks for a divorce, if it is for any other reason but sexual immorality on the part of your spouse, it's probably not a biblically justified reason for divorce. Now, I know people talk about falling out of love. I'm not happy. It's just not working out. We have irreconcilable differences. And I know that marriage can be a tough relationship, and sometimes we don't feel very good about the relationship that we have. It is important for us to understand, though, that marriage is not just a contract. It's not just a if it works out agreement. It is a covenant. It is a lifetime commitment to live with and love and support and pray for and try to nurture and help and protect another individual with whom you have entered into this covenant. So it's very important for us to understand that there is a sacred bond that takes place when a man marries a woman, especially in the eyes of God. It's also important for us to understand that the sex drive is one of the strongest drives that a human being possesses. It is a driving force that must be controlled in a holy manner in order to avoid ruin. When a physical relationship is entered into, it creates a bond between two people. The Bible talks about two becoming one flesh because the physical relationship is powerful. In ancient cultures, even in Israel, men serving in military service took at least 1 year off from the military to spend time with their new wives. They knew that the warrior would be of little use to the army with his new bride sitting at home waiting for him. As I said, the Bible describes the marital relationship as two becoming one flesh. God designed men and women to love and live together as husband and wife. God likes marriage. God instituted marriage in the Garden of Eden. Jesus performed his first public miracle at a wedding ceremony in Cana of Galilee. And the love and the life that men and women share together is one of the most beautiful experiences that anyone can imagine. When you've entered into that sacred bond, again, it's a lifetime relationship. And when that bond is broken, either by infidelity or by divorce and remarriage, nearly unbearable consequences result. It is almost as if literally a part of you is ripped away that can never be repaired except by the grace and help of God. Because of that, divorce is a tender subject requiring great care and attention. With that in mind, we dip into this subject with care and with compassion. We understand that God gives many instructions on how one can avoid a divorce. Marry a Christian, 1 Corinthians 6 says. Don't be hard-hearted with one another, Matthew 19 says. Deal fairly with your spouse, from Malachi 2:16. Stay committed, 1 Corinthians 7. Let the word instruct you. Once you're married, stay married. The thing is, most marriages do face challenges. Some face truly powerful crises that threaten the very fiber of a marriage. However, an underlying principle can make those challenges and crises more bearable and less devastating. That principle is commitment. When you think back to the day of your wedding, you committed to one another for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, till death do us part. That's the kind of commitment that can make a marriage last. You just need to remember those vows. You need to remember that holy commitment you made before God and live it in the name of Jesus. As you discuss this over the next few questions and pages of the study guide, I know there may be a little bit of difference of opinion here, but let the Word be our guide, and let's discuss this with care and with gentleness, and let's try to see God's point, because his point is the best.